Welcome back to Popes and Pilots. Let's play some more Europa Universalis 4. We're playing as, not the Mamluks. It does say the Mamluks on the screen. But no, we're Genoa, the other yellow people around here. Those who have control of most of the Mamluk land right now. We're going for a custom achievement on this competition. We have to take all of India, the Indian subcontinent that is, whilst keeping Genoa the most powerful trader in the world, which again at 257.3 ducats it very much is right now, even though we don't know what's happening in Beijing. It's not gonna matter, believe me. We're in a war against the Mamluks. We have already won that war very heavily, but we're still waiting for some cores to come in so we can take more of their stuff. I don't quite remember, but I feel like I already had a peace deal planned out last time we recorded, but it's been a moment. So let's check in on that again. We're taking all the things that are free. We could take Basra for our subject, but I don't think there's a big reason to do that when we can take it for ourselves, in fact. So that seems fine. Coalition-wise, some people, if you want to call it that. And then maybe Adana. Is that what we're looking for? Kind of feel like that's what we were looking at. I don't quite remember why I wouldn't take Adana. I know that I had a peace deal planned out in between that didn't have Adana in it, but I don't remember why. It's possible I was looking at an earlier peace deal or something. And this gives us 96.6 overextension, which is perfect. Well, again, we could reduce that by giving Basra to Iraq, but I think we're at a point where giving land to our subject here is not great, because we want to start annexing them very, very soon. And I think we might already be behind the timer. It's difficult to check why we're at war here, but there's a good chance, I think, that we actually should already have started the annexation progress. Are you doing carpet sieging? You are. Excellent. So we don't get medic by random people out of the desert again. Probably going to lose the Siege of Tikrit. I'm not going to attack with 27,000, even though I really would like to not lose that fort. If I get my 32 in, if they don't get this on 49%, I'm going to attack. But they did. So what do we do here? Keep following. I think we do keep following these Mamlukians. If they feel like splitting up or turning around, that would be great. This is not. Why do I have you here? Did I want to put you on a boat? I mean, sitting like that in Trablus makes it look like they should be on a boat. But I don't know why I would have planned to do that. Let's get the boats over there anyway, because you might have to run from those Mamluks. And they can't catch you on the water. Kind of difficult. There goes Davasir. Even more war score. Now, does Davasir have like an insane amount of cores? No, they do not. And they have some cores. It's not nothing. But I don't think that's worth actually subjugating for. Let's get you north. Let's get you there. Let's get you there. And just our claims on the horde. That's actually kind of unfortunate. Because I've been dabbling with the idea of attacking the horde. But I kind of want to use my my diplomat right now. We're gonna be short on diplomats for a moment there. Really, I just need to hold these Mamluks off until I can go into Kirkuk. Oh. Gosh darn it! I even talked about Mamluks coming out of the desert. And then they actually did. Yeah, you better run. I'm not gonna catch you, am I? 4th of October, 8th of October. If I force march. 4th of October. I don't trust that. They might have a higher attack number than we do. 8th. 2nd. But if I do that, they're just gonna stop walking again. Now I can do this, maybe? Yeah, this time we'll be first. Alright. Let's attack into the Fazan desert. Freaking Fazan corridor. screw me over like that. You're still chasing my friends there. I don't like it. But they're going to stack wipe my friends. So I don't think there's a big point in trying to catch them. We just need to stop them from wreaking too much havoc until we have those cores gone or done. We're going to Alarm, which is probably Highlands, yeah. I was about to say mountains, and then I hovered over it. So I did cheat a little bit. And guessing what it was? Oh, it's called guessing. Apparently we ate some Mamluks. Good. You keep doing this. You keep doing this. And we won that one. That's probably the one where we ate the Mamluks. One would assume. No, do I keep going? You're going to Koramabad, yeah? We can't go through Persian land here, so we're kind of being forced into attrition. Not a big fan of it. It's not like we don't have manpower, but it's not like we're swimming in it either. So I wouldn't utterly mind if we didn't have to lose our manpower in some Persian mountains. Ex-Persian mountains. But we're very, very close to having those cores. So very, very soon we can just peace out. Assuming they don't take like a place that we need to have under our control, absolutely. I don't think they can. Lost our army reformer. Let's grab somebody else. High level. Don't really like any of these. So we're just gonna go with Fairheart here. Because we can promote him if need be. And he's already a level 3 guy by himself. Yeah, I think we don't need to do any more battles or sieges here. Or take all this attrition. Could try to split these up a bit. To take less of that attrition, and our cores are going to be there any minute now, and then we have peace. And then we're fine, I think. Yeah, but you took Tatmore. Oh no. Just give me my cores. There we go. Done coring, we should have 0 overextension. None. So now we do this. And go to 96 overextension. And I think I will take your war reps. For a nice little 100. Longer PC to the Mamluk seems like a good idea while we're busy eating like India or something. And we have most of the stuff we want from the Mamluks. It's not like I need to rush for another war here. Seems fine. Connecting up the land here is sort of a minor thing we want to do. I want to do it, but I don't necessarily need to do it now. Here we go. Spend more admin than I have on coring. Why am I this low on admin? Oh, because I started taking admin ideas, I remember. My mind is still in the quiz campaign, which I just recorded 3 videos of that. Because I probably won't have time tomorrow to record. And it turns out when you're doing 2 series and you're missing a day, then you need 2 extra videos for that. That's a lot. Let's have a instant look if we have our diplomat back, which we don't. One thing we should do is immediately grab some claims on the Mamluks. Because we have all that spy network stacked up. Mostly because we failed to make a claim right before we went to war. Let's claim for Yum. And this place. And any relevant Mamluk land anywhere? 9, 6. I mean, sure, I want Qatif, but it's only a tiny bit of war score anyway. Or dip. So it doesn't really matter. But then again, claiming things that I am not going to take doesn't matter at all. But sure, let's do Bahari. Here we go. The salt mines. Bunch of conquest. Good. Now, get my guy back home. Complete the reconversion of something in my own homeland. Was it Genoa itself? No, right? It was like Como that had been grabbed by those infidels. Let's look at trade companies. The Basra node gets to have all that we just ate, as does the Alexandria node and the Aleppo node. So now I can't convert any of my own land anymore, and I don't believe any of my subject land was left to convert. Was there? No, there's a bunch of Protestantism in Serbia, but that's not really something we can do anything about. Alright, integrations. Khorasan right now would be done in September 75. It's very slow right now because of overextension, but it's the relevant, respective, comparative, whatever. The ratio that matters here. You're going May 74, so that's pretty close. If I were to start annexing you, you would be done in May 73. So we do have a tiny bit of time. Still seems like giving Basra to them would have been too much. So I'm not unhappy with the result here. If I do this, do I get full suppression on Basra? Yes. No, I don't. So let's do this. Just make sure these people don't get any ideas. Rebelling or something. I mean, honestly, we're so humanist, why would they ever rebel? As soon as our overextension is gone, or this rebellion will be a thing of the past. That is very nice. You are full on mercs, yes. I want to try and consolidate my troops again. Get the non-merc troops into somewhat reasonable stacks. I should also consider where to attack next. Although we might actually have a bit of a lull here. Not because of aggressive expansion, but because of overextension. I'm going to stop spying on the Mamluks, and I think I'm going to start spying on the Afghani people. We have all our subjects claims, but we've discussed this. It's probably not a good idea to take them. And I myself have only the one claim on Afghanistan. It is technically enough. I suppose maybe it's not really reasonable at all to spy more here, because a claim on BAM won't do anything. What about the Persians and me? Do you have any Persian claims? No. Well, then let's spy on them. I don't think you should suffer a Persian to live, really. Now, our direction is this. We want to go into India. We're getting somewhat close. But still, we want that trade. And also these corridors are just disgustingly ugly. So, gotta get rid of those. You are my combat navy. So I want you to hunt those freaking pirates in Genoa. We did get raided during the war. And I hate it, but it's not really something. Well, I probably could have prevented it, but not trivially. And I didn't. Würzburg are taking Bamberg now. That's an important thing. We should be looking at money spending again. Yes. We are filthy rich, and we should make use of that. To become more filthy rich, we want the production efficiency building in all our trade companies. That was less than I imagined there. And we want the harbor thing there. And I mean, I had been spamming some of these. Oh yeah, we have a trade steering thing I can build in the Basra node. Did I decide that I want that? I guess I do, right? Because a lot of that Indian trade is going to come through Hormuz. Especially if you make to take manage to take full control of the Gulf of Aden, then we can make all the stuff that comes from southern India to go into, make that go into Hormuz as well. Don't really need to, because we can have Coromandel do that. But yeah, Hormuz will be a thing, which means Basra will be a thing, which means using my power to increase the outgoing value here will be important, and therefore steering trade will be important. That makes some amount of sense to me. So trade steering it is. I'd like to do it in some fort. I'll just put it to Basra because it fits. Sure. There you go, Basra. I do like that you can just spam these out. Dev cost. I don't know why you would have dev cost in a trade company. Doesn't make much sense to me. Alright, there's another core we can make at least. And then I should probably... I can't promote you, right. Gotta fire these two. I don't know if I get a chance for level 3s there. But we should look for somebody that's more useful than Camilo here. That 666 ruler. Republics are pretty busted. Yes. I don't think I can refocus on admin yet. I cannot. And buildings. What are we looking for here? I don't know that any of these manufactories are interesting over the regular manufactories. I mean, sure, State House is funny and all, but I think what I want is these. And there's very little you can do to tell me that I shouldn't have those. Workshops are not quite as useful. Some trade power, please. Thank you very much. The amount of money we have in this campaign is just dumb. Ooh, new seat of a cardinal in Milan. So who do I spy on if I'm not spying on the Mamluks nor the Afghani people? Could spy on Hormuz, but that seems pretty pointless, as much as I do want control of the Hormuz node. But I kind of need a navy before I can take Hormuz. And by a navy, I mean a Indian Ocean Navy. The building of a canal. Maybe I should have taken Assuways here in the war. I don't actually know if building of canals is tied to technology. It must be, right? Because if it isn't, and it's just tied to money and having the provinces, then we might just be able to build the Suez Canal. And that would be very good. E4 canals. Great project. Is that a great project? Monuments and canals. I know that they changed canals. Level 22 admin tech. So, not quite, but we're not super far away. So we should be seeing to taking Assuways next. I think these are the two provinces you need, right? Shakira and Assuways. Should tell me here on this here website. We need to own Shakira and Suez. I assume this is Suez. It has to be. Doesn't make sense for it not to be. Yeah. 20,000 ducats. Sure. Because this is actually one of those very few cases where a canal might be useful and not just a prestige project. Oh, you should not be in forced march. Sure, in Leviathan, canals actually have bonuses, but this campaign is not run on Leviathan. If you want to watch me play Leviathan, go watch my quiz campaign. Here we're still on patch 1.30.4, which does not have canals as anything special. But anyway, it might be very useful to actually allow my boats to pass, and they do that, right? Blah blah, like yeah, moving between theaters of war. Yep. Because our inland or in the seas navy is going to be quite useful in the Gulf of Aden. At least here, right? Not actually not over here, but people dislike me. Sure. It does happen to happen. And it might also be, yeah, it would also help take Hormuz. But do I want to wait for Tech 22 to take Hormuz? I mean, maybe. Maybe just keep going. And then, because trade from there doesn't super matter right now. Anyway. So we just go deal with that later. Jerusalem. Yes. Bit of a weird spelling of it. One more trader. We're not currently steering in Basra, I saw. Not that Basra matters too much. We could consider steering the other direction from the Gulf, because that's a longer route to the capital. But we're actually losing a decent amount of money on the way, so it's probably not worth it. We can start steering in like Doab. There's decent money in Doab, and I wanted to go to Lahore. It's not going to make a ginormous difference, but it's an inlet node. It makes sense to me to trade there. And 7.9 becomes a higher number, I assume. Oh, yeah, 10.2. Not a lot of extra steering, and most of that is going to get lost in Lahore. But it's a start. At least we get to start doing Indian trading. I like that. Naples allied the Mamluks. Not the biggest fan of that. It's not the worst anymore. I mean, the Mamluks' power is not what it used to be. 61,000 troops. What a joke. I mean, it's kind of powerful still, I suppose. But it's still a joke. What bull did you do? Yearly absolutism. Less unrest and regiment drill loss. Take the yearly absolutism, I suppose. For as long as we can still make use of it. You only have 5 cannons. It's not really much. 10 cannons, but a bit low on the front line. I don't think I have an extra army with a bunch of cannons somewhere. I just have those 5,000 extra cannons. That screams to me build 5 more cannons. Can do that. Oh, we can also have a look at reducing autonomy. No, that's not what I meant, though. There was something I tried to have a look at and then couldn't, because I was at the start of an episode, the first episode of the day, where all the autonomy is weird, but it wasn't this. What was it? Who knows? Who knows? Alright, so we wait 4 cores, because we kind of have to. And then we probably attack Afghanistan, right? Tributary of Uzbek. Add Warsaw, Gali, and Malwa. Don't really care about your allies. Bit annoyed by the tributary to Uzbek thing. Not that the Uzbek are super powerful, but look at them. They're actually about as powerful, at least mano a mano for the as the Mamluk is. Technology-wise, not so much though. So we can probably crunch them, but we're gonna have to deal with our northern border, and that I'd rather not. Especially not if we have 60,000 hordes coming in. I don't want to put 60,000 troops at the northern border just to be there. Seems like a waste. Are my boats in order? Not quite. My peacetime, your admiral wants to be on your trade fleet, so you can make the extra money there. I mean, I think I'm happy to join. Yeah, they have no friends. It's just no guy. Yeah, I'll help you, Muscovy. I won't. I'm not gonna move a finger. Let them do their thing. They have enough troops. And apparently my subject is willing to help. Which... fine. Speaking of subject, I should recheck into annexation again. July 74. October 76. So Khorasan is a bit slower than Serbia there. And then... Oh. Mistakes were made. Because I didn't scooch toggle on Iraq. They are now at war. In this Mamluk war. Which means that they can't be annexed. I'm going to send some help because of this, just because I want to get out of this war as quickly as possible. Not that I don't believe that the Muscovites can crush it, I just want to speed it up so that we can start annexing Iraq, because I believe we're running out of time there. Dang. I could cause something else there, couldn't I? Adana, get going. Iraq is already on the job, fully carpeting stuff. And I can't test my carpet siege thing again because this is not on the proper patch. Dang. What are we all capping on? Mill. How's tech looking these days? Pretty good, one might say. Do you want to buy tradition? Probably not. Oh, tradition goes down from people sowing discontent. That's... It seems unlikely we're going to re-elect Isnado Longo once again. As much as I want to. I mean, look at him. But... maybe one more click. Dip is also a thing. Let's spend some dip. I don't think there are any characters to accept, right? Check this a million times, yeah. Nothing. Could start converting culture, but why? Why would you do that when there's nothing to even accept? That doesn't make any sense. Alright, let's develop not in Ferrara. Nizza? I mean, it's only fish. Pretty bad. I guess the best thing is the wine in Achaia, and even that's not very good. So there's nothing wrong with developing the fish in Nizza, I suppose. Except we can't really turn on. I mean, we can, but I don't want to turn on the edict here. It's fine. Have some clicks. Nearing the end of the episode, I would like to end this stupid thing here before it is, because otherwise I might forget to... Yikes. I'm gonna lose the 10 Republican tradition, I think. Because we really need admin right now, we don't really need mill or tradition. So I'm not doing it for the ducats, I'm doing it so I can keep my admin. And I kind of want to have a quick look at new admin advisors. I just don't care about any of those. How dare they run into my land? Don't I have forts? Where did you come in? How did they come in? Must have gone through the Commonwealth here and then gone Kaffa into that? I didn't actually check. But if they go Barbadia, Circassia, they shouldn't be able to go here, right? The Horde is not in the war. Yeah, they probably came through the Commonwealth there. Members gain power in one of the nodes we trade in. We gain some dip. Or we gain some mill and we lose some ducats. Okay, either way. What do we care about the factions, though? I wouldn't mind if it wasn't the aristocrats in power right now. But how's this going down when it looks like it's going up? Anyway. Who are the other people? Traders. Yeah. I mean, probably want the traders in charge. Do I want dip or do I want mill? Guess I'd rather have mill. Whatever. Doesn't really matter to me one way or the other. And this way we get more money. Hooray. Conquest against Delhi. Take back my stuff. Portugal attacking Port Kilbar. Down there. And there's the end of the war. Good. I thought good favors, we can turn that into manpower, but no, we can't. Wrong patch. Let's get you back over there. Let's quickly now annex you. And then put a cut in here. And then I can go to bed, which I definitely need to do. 1650, yeah, see we're super late. These folks are at, 1650. It's actually kind of fine. Yeah, it's pretty close. Confirm. We're going to have those bound for a long time. I mean, things are going to get slightly better when our Diplo reputation comes back. And the one we have from overextension. But do we have no modifiers? I thought we had something going that gave us Diplo rep. Maybe we had an advisor and we lost him. Who do I rival anyway? Yeah, I think I'm just contracting you. Currently running Diplo. What's trade efficiency? Let's fire these. And maybe I'll remember when we reload into the game next episode. I may or may not remember to check for a Diplo rep person because I really want to speed up those annexation processes a bit. They're pretty slow. Until then, thank you folks so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, as always, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and if you have anything at all to say to me, then that comment section would be far from the worst place to do it. Thank you for watching. See you folks next time.